Welcome to 2020. Today I'm going to look at the finds I got in 2019 with my GTI 2500. So let's start with clad. I found over 400 pennies, clad pennies, which is $470, $4.70 worth of pennies. I found over $45 worth of quarters, 55 nickels, which is $2.75, and over 237 dimes. Not over, 237 clad dimes. And I found a 1 US coin and some miscellaneous. This is a euro, this is a peso, here's some tokens. Now let's look at all my relics I found. So the total for the year from GTI 2500 is $77.40 in clad, which doesn't beat Mike's Equinox 800, but I think it depends on what kind of style metal detector is. So I do a lot of old homes. So at these old homes, and some of this is from Atlanta, I got a beautiful copper bracelet. I don't know what year that's from, but that's really old. And then also in Atlanta, I found this ox knob. So we had a video, and I didn't even know what this was, but he said it's basically a tapered copper piece that has threads on the inside. I don't know if you can see that. Mm-hmm. And it would screw onto the horns of oxen, and they would prevent them from hurting people, I guess. I'm not sure. Not something used very often anymore. This was also found in Atlanta. This is a valve stem from a really old car from probably 1919 or earlier. This held the valve stem on the tire. I found this in Atlanta. This is a early, probably World War II era, some kind of badge with the eagle on it. Found this in the same field in Atlanta. This is just a cheap coin. All right, so let's look at my silver. So for the year, I got 6 silver dimes, all from the 60s to the 40s. So 2 Mercurys and 4 Roosevelts. I found this cool 1 Anna coin. This is from India, and it's from 1944. And when I pulled that out of the ground, I was real excited. I was jumping up and down. I was like, what is this thing? I just recently got a buffalo nickel from a modern park, so I don't know how it got there. Found this in Atlanta. This is the Confederate bullet from the Civil War era. And this is probably a piece of lead. It could be shrapnel, who knows. And then I found 28 Wheaties. Somehow they got mixed up with the clad, but this is 24 Wheaties right here. And I love finding all sorts of weird stuff. So I found these Civil War soldiers at a park in Forsyth County. This came out of an old 1906 farmhouse. I looked this up, and I think it's some kind of vacuum cleaner badge. This came out of, this nice pocket knife came out of the beach in Daytona. So I was up in the dry sand, and I found this cool pocket knife. This is just some of the relics I found. But I love this hatchet I found. I found this hatchet in a 1891 farmhouse. Jerry let me graciously detect his farmhouse. And Jerry had lived there since the 60s. So this literally could have been lost, when Jerry was a little boy. It was right in front of his front porch. And then this was found in downtown Cumming. They were building a Dunkin' Donuts. And I was like, man, I need to hit that. So I found a couple Wheaties there, and I found this tool. I have no clue what it is, but it's some kind of farming tool. And just some miscellaneous stuff. This came recently out of a 1906 farmhouse. This is a toy gun. Here's parts of it. So this is the first targets I found at the 1906 farmhouse. This is the trigger, the hammer. And that was a sweet find. I enjoyed digging that up. And you can't find all sorts of car parts. And here's a nickel. Here's a Canadian nickel. And we missed this penny. It was a great year. 2019 was awesome. Can't wait to see what we get in 2020. And get out there and detect. The goal's not going to find you. All right, take care.